Hey guys, Josh here with a quick tip video about getting a more favourable lane position with your minions. With this tip, you can delay the arrival of your minions to the lane, which means the enemy minions will get closer to your tower before being met by yours, thus resulting in a lane that's further pushed up towards you. The obvious specific benefits of this favourable lane position is that you can lane safer as you are closer to your tower, and the enemy lanes riskier as they are further away from theirs. Not only does this make you less vulnerable to being ganked and the enemies more so, there can be a significant benefit to enhancing your own level 2 power spike or squashing the enemy's early power. This is because you'll have more room to chase enemies down and to fight them, thus improving your aggressive strategies, and the enemies will have less room to chase you down and to fight you, thus improving your defensive ones. So let's get on to the specifics. By standing in certain positions and channeling the almighty power of minion block, you can redirect minions around the tower, making them run such a delayed route and hence delayed arrival to the lane. Now unfortunately, as you might expect with a tip like this, I was only able to reliably recreate this in two separate positions. Firstly on the outer tower of blue side's bot lane, and secondly on the inner tower of red side's top lane. Everywhere else I spent some decent time trying, but was unable to shepherd the minions around the tower and therefore unable to delay them significantly. In order to do this on the blue side bot lane outer tower, this is where you want to be standing on the tip of this rock right here, making sure you're facing left. This position here works 90% of the time. Sometimes minions decide they don't fancy the long trek, but that's cool, as you only really need to block the first minion to make this tip work. On the red side inner tower top lane, you want to be standing here, right at the top of this crack here, facing right. I found that this position works all of the time if you're standing in the right place. For those of you wondering if it's just the fat champions that can pull this off, that's not true. As you can see, even though it looks like it shouldn't be able to work, even Annie can pull this one off. The downside of doing this tip is obviously if you're standing in this position at level 1, then you're not going to be able to do any other stuff at level 1. So make sure if you're bot lane that you're not going to be needed for a heavy leash, and make sure if you're top lane that you're not going to be doing a camp at level 1. Outside of that, you should be fine. Now you guys know I love you loads, so I'm going to be giving you a 2-for-1 here and showing you how you can use this tip for a different strategy. If you set up to do this tip in the way that I've showed you in this video, but let the first minion pass and then block all of the others, you can actually set up a favorable push. The way this works is that the first minion that went through all by his lonesome gets focused down and dies very fast, and this sets the wheels in motion for the enemy lane to push into you. However, minions in general, and specifically with their focusing, it's a bit random in this game, so I found that sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. And considering that you can't do this tip on top of the one I previously mentioned about delaying everyone and setting up a favourable position as opposed to a favourable push, in my opinion overall you're probably better off just getting that favourable position instead. So that just about does it for this quick tip video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more educational League content, and if you really want to, you can go follow me on Twitter, go like me on Facebook, and you can catch me streaming on Twitch as well. If you're a cool kid and you want to go do those things, the links to do it is in the description. But most importantly, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.